What the beep is going on around here? Hey everybody, how are you? Nice to see everyone. Oh. 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 Alright, so Pawnda January Rapid Tournament. Message all members. Messaging members. Can we message the members? Pawnda Rapid Arena. You have to be a member of the team. Would you like to join the team? Yes! Astrid, beat me to it. Join the team. Tim. You have a message. An elf an hour. Okay, welcome everybody. Hello. 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 Hey. Botfinic tried to make... No. Gary Kasparov. You'll be notified when the tournament starts, so feel free to leave the tab idle. Yes, you'll be notified. Try to join the team. If you can't join the tournament, you probably aren't in the team. We've got Sparklehorse, Acerbate, Mad NPC, Kent Avros, and Red Pawnda Tummy. Red Panda Tummy. Red Panda Tummy was allowed in. 2400 Blitz. Oh my god. Brand new account. Alright. I don't know if I'm in the team or not already. Okay guys, we're starting in 10 minutes. Let's message everyone. Message all members. Hello. Pawnda tournament starting. Right. Pawnda Rapid Arena. Rapid Arena. The beginning in 10 minutes. This is a very late coffee, and I'm going to be awake all night because of it, but I need to wake up. Good luck. And live long and prosper. Alright. So what's up, Masturbate? I don't know how to say that. P-I-M. P-M. Pliam. Is that are those eyes? Pelium. Are you Red Pawnda Bellies? So, only 5 players thus far, guys. 10 plus 2. There's a request. Oh, this is a different person. Okay. New account. Joined 6 months ago. You don't have many games. Okay, as long as you've been a member of Leechess for 14 days, that's fine. Enjoying game. Enjoying grammar on leechess.org. Okay. I just woke up, so I warn you. I warn you. I'm warning you. Guys, I just woke up. Afternoon nappy. Sorry about that window. Whoops. Wrong button. Classical Swiss starts at the same time as me. So, we've got 6 players now. Congratulations. Red Panda Tummy is 2400. Something strange about Red Panda. Exactly 2400. That's very low percentage chance of that. Call me whatever you want. Alright, guys, what's up? Astrobate, talk to me. Talk to me. Say something sensible. So we're streaming here on Twitch and also broadcasting on Video Chess Training, my YouTube channel. Let me see. Big camera on the YouTube channel. Camera looks too big. It's like half camera. Whatever. I don't care. Half chicken. I went to the Turkish grocery today. Got some really nice meat. Murder is meat. Murder makes meat. Yes. And what else is happening, guys? Where is everybody? Where are my friends? Redusa, Shaki, you're in the chat, but not in the tournament. I don't know whatever happened to our regular peeps. 10+2 Rapid. What happened to Mr. Slow? He died? Come on, Mr. Slow, where are you? Get back here. Someone on sound. I want to check. Where's someone on sound? Is this dude really, like, active 3 weeks ago? Fuck. He hasn't been on in 3 weeks. That's not good. That's not good. What about Mr. Slow? There's a Mr. Slowhand? That's another account. Mr. Slowhand, active 3 days ago. He has not played a game since November 30th. So both of our beloved simul players have not been playing for at least 3 days or 3 weeks. Sparkle Horse, Redusa, the name I can't say, Astrobate, Mad NPC, Kentavros, and Red Panda Tummy. That's only 12 players. I mean, only 7. Sorry, I don't know where I got 12. Where did I get 12 from? Is it true that, like, spoons stick to our skin because of vaccines? Alright, anyway. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Vaccines make you magnetic. There are idiots who claim stuff like this. Okay, welcome the Imperial US dollar. Imperial US dollars are 20% less valuable than they were a year ago when Donald Trump was inaugurated. I've lost 20% of my net worth thanks to Donald Trump. Just wanted to get that out there. Anyway. Just throw him 3 more years. This bullshit Pan book. The Book of Pan. So guys, we have 5 minutes till the tournament starting. Come on. What are we doing here? This is a rapid arena. You can berserk and play 5-0. Come on. This is the ultimate time control. If you like a longer game, don't berserk. You have 10+2. If you like a faster game, you can berserk and it's straight up 5-0. What more can you ask for? It's rapid and blitz in one tournament. Seriously, what a great time control. You can play 5-0 or 10+2. You couldn't ask for better than that. So I don't know where everybody is. And it's unrated, which all of my tournaments are unrated because I feel that rated tournaments only encourage people to cheat. I will say one thing though. If you want to play serious games online, in most cases it's better to play rated because otherwise everyone like drops out, they leave the game. It's just stupid, you know. So most cases you have to play rated online. But because my tournaments are, everyone is like vetted, we know that they're normal people, they're not going to like drop out or quit the game or cheat. it's okay for the tournament to be unrated. I think under normal circumstances you have to play rated games. If you want a good quality game, you're going to have to make it rated. But here we can get away with it. Because everyone who's a member of my team has at least been somewhat vetted. So, Sparkle Horse, Panbook, Reduce Up, Pilly, Acerbate, Mad NPC, Kentavros, and Red Panda Tummy. Just want to note Red Panda Tummy, parentheses, 2400 in Blitz. So he should probably be the second highest ranked player in the tournament. But due to the fact that they have no rapid games, they are 1500 question mark, which is bullshit. There should be something in place, and this should go for international tournaments too. If you have an established rating in one form of chess, like Blitz, Rapid, or Classical, and you're unrated in the other forms of it, you should get like a provisional rating based on your, if you have 2400 in Blitz and you're unrated in Rapid, you should get like a provisional, 2200 or something in the other time control. People that are like grandmasters that go to the World Rapid Championship who don't have a rapid rating and they're like 1500, that's stupid, Anyway, 9 players and counting. 1 minute to go. Hi, NPC, after a long time. Not so long in the grand scheme of things. Someone on sound has been here for 3 weeks. I'm a little bit worried about him. Number one, Mr. Slow hasn't stopped by the stream for 2 weeks. I'm worried about him as well, but he's still alive because apparently he was online 3 days ago. So, I've been doing this for like 9 years, and we developed a lot of friendships with regular followers, and it's sometimes, worry about people. Are you okay? But we had a lot of players that aren't around. Uber driver. So just 9 players to start. Hopefully it will grow into a viral chess machine. This is my one tournament for the team every week. 10 plus 2 casual. Again, if you berserk, it's 5-0. It's fine. That's a decent time control. Botvinnik used to take the mystery. I'm sorry, I paraphrased again. Botvinnik tried to take the mystery out of chess, always relating it to situations in ordinary life. He used to call chess a typical inexact problem similar to those which people are always having to solve in everyday life. Gary K. Asparov. Gary Weinstein. Let's go. Penbook. Top-rated players face each other. Open link. Bomberman from Latvia. Nice. Now, how do I get out of this? How do I do Yeah, we do it like that. How's my screen? How's my screen looking? All right. It's not bad. Panbook with knight f6. Sorry, d4, knight f6, knight f3. Sorry. Not gonna make that mistake again. Black should play c5 if they can get it in these type of setups. Better safe than sorry. I'm going to try something a little experimental here. Normally I wouldn't allow this big center, but okay, this is a little bit weird because he has this diagonal here, but how bad can it be? Famous last question, I don't know. Is White preparing to play b4? Because I'm not sure I like that. There it is. There it freaking is. This is probably considerably better for white due to the space advantage he now possesses. I had a very similar game the other day online where I wanted to sack a piece on d4. Wow, what was that? Move 11 subscribe to tier 1. Yes! Yes, Move 11. Get in the tournament. No sacrifices anymore. So I did something crazy like F5 in said game. Crazy is what crazy does. Let's do it again. How bad can it be? It could be bad. The game in question was actually a Sicilian of some kind. My opponent did not take en passant. Now, if I take with the knight, I have some issues. I think I have to take, well, either with the bishop or with the pawn. Taking with the bishop wasn't my original plan, but it might not be so bad. Taking with the pawn was the original plan. And is there a reason why I should not do that? Peter Pan. Yeah. Well, alright. It's defended. Bro, it's defended. You don't trust me. Why don't you trust me? A tactical buzzsaw. This wasn't even my original plan. I thought maybe I had 95. This is the only move that works. Otherwise, it's a real pawn sack. The only move that works... Rook e6 is kind of odd. It's an odd move. Why Rook e6? Why do you want to put the rook there? Why there? Pan-Siberian Highway. And this worked out rather nicely. We have a fantastically beautiful little blockade. Pan-Siberian Highway. Panbook. I wonder if that's like an account of someone else. You know, someone that had played previously with a different name. What's the problem here? Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. Alright. I should have berserked, but well, not on the first game. Guys, we have another request to join the team. Split view. Nope. Alright. So when I do the split view... How did I do that again? Oh. I don't even know how I did that. Okay, rook takes e2, rook takes e2. It's a lot of time. Move 11, subscribe to tier 1 again. Dude, that's crazy. Move 11, you subscribed to tier 1 twice. Oh no, that's Mr. Coffee. Oh my god. You both start with M. That's how awake I am. He took with the queen. Now, why would he do that? Took with the queen? We got a lot of time to think this through. But it is an arena, so we only have so many games. Yeah, Mr. Coffee subscribed. 98 months, and Move 11 at 103 months. Is that all? See, that's what it means to be a devoted follower of Sladgy. You have like 100 months or something like that, you know? Retention! I know how to retain. Retaining my viewers. I don't have many viewers, but the few that I have, I retain them. You got a free win, Reduces didn't move. Which is kind of weird, because he was in the chat. I mean, he must have left the building. Reduces. That's a hard name. You guys playing against each other, that's like Pilly against Reduces. Where's my connection? I'm having Lee chess issues. Ping 85 server 1. That looks okay. Yeah, I expected this queen b5. I don't know what it does, but it looks nice. We don't know what it does, but it looks nice. What are you going to do to me? I'm going to trade the bishops off. Discover attack. Blockade. IQP. I might, if I wake up a little bit, I'm on my coffee. You know, this coffee is going to be keeping me awake until like 3 a.m. But as of now, I'm still not awake. The last few days, I've had a very strange sleep schedule. Tuesday night, I played poker until, no, Saturday night, I played poker until 6 a.m. Sunday night, I had the simul, and I couldn't go to sleep till like 3 a.m. Last night, I also couldn't go to sleep till like 3 a.m. So, pretty much like every night, every day, every night, I've had like sleep problems. Yeah, because I had a coffee or something. Alright, here we go. Tactics. Excuse me, tactics are us. There are no stinking tactics. Right, Mr. Coffee? There are no stinking tactics. 99% of tactics don't work. I proved that here on many occasions. Right. That's why people are you a tactical player? Or a strategic, positional player? Well, I hope you're not a tactical player, because, like, yeah, really, like, 99% of the stuff you do doesn't work. Tactics rarely work. So it's important that you base your game on strategy, and I think be opportunistic tactically. Not the other way around, you know? But anyway, it's all just made up. They're just made up names. Strategy, tactics, mathematics, astrobiology. It's all just made up bullshit. Now we can go for this open file. Wow, that's a Grunfeld. What about the open? What about the open? Open Wikipedia. We should just go with it, man. Go with the open file. Are you sure? Shoot. I don't know. I don't know about this. Now nothing's defending the blockade square, see? The Pan-Bookian holiday. Can you book a Pan-Bookian holiday for me? Trading off my blockader. Sam Shanklin approved. What about your bad bishop? Oh, you have a square for that. Shit. That's not good. Alright. There goes my blockade. It's alright. It's alright. My knight. No. He's off to the race forms. We have a backup blockade plan. But I don't know if it's good enough. This is a weird player. He's fast. Kind of tricky. The speed is really disturbing. Oh, you don't want to trade pieces. Okay, yeah, I see. You don't want to trade pieces. I get it. You have another answer. Wow. What do I do about that? That's disturbing. Holy shit. Yeah, this player is kind of freaking me out a little bit. Like a strategic genius of some kind? He certainly doesn't appear like it at first. Appeared like it. Oh fuck, F2. Oh my god. I had no idea I was attacking F2. This was a totally defensive move. I'm attacking F2. Holy shit, look at that. That was not my intention at all. It was so lucky byproduct of my strategic thinking. What the fuck? Lucky byproducts. Alright, takes, check there. Take there. Too much emphasis on time. Breep. Lucky byproduct. I can even play like knight f3 check knight e5 and stop the pawn before it gets to d7. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy's unbelievable. Panamaniacs. Bro, with the guy's time use. Who is this guy? How is he so fast? It's so weird. King h6. That's just bizarre. I give up, dude. I mean, this guy is ridiculously fast. It's crazy. But his defense using no time, kind of unbelievable. Just go up, please. Check this out. It's a total draw. Unbelievable. Who is this guy? Lord of the Forests, FIDE 1800. Bro, what was that about? What a disappointment. I was better like the whole game. I was winning at some point. I don't know what happened. I just had like no time. That's what happened. I had no time. But he defended like a genius. Did you see how he defended? Like combining active defense? Just without using any of his time? It's incredible. Can't beat him every time. Alright. That 10 minutes sure went fast. Where did my 10 minutes go? I didn't even berserk. $1,800 FIDE. What's Red Pawnda Tommy doing? And why would Black not take there? Why would you not take on E4? That's crazy. Panbook just gives way to space advantage for no reason. I mean, he's like slightly better after d takes e4. That's insane. Why would you not take on e4? Very strange decision. Maybe he thinks he's playing a 1500. The guy's not 1500. He's like 2400. He's actually higher rated than you, Panbook. You may regret not taking on e4 there. Alright. So guys, please donate and support the stream. We're trying to go to Albania in April. But the subscribing is good too. I like when people subscribe. But you don't have to be a subscriber for 100 months to subscribe. It's okay to just be a subscriber for like 10 months or 5 months or something like that. We need some new blood around here. The vampires are getting hungry. New blood. Again, this is 10 minutes. If you're going to play 10 minutes, take your time. You can berserk and have 5 minutes and then play fast. Nice defense by Panbook, who has now a draw and 3 losses against me. But another player who clearly leans toward playing too fast. Panamaniacs. So let's try something a little different. Happy to see it. Always happy to see D6, especially when I'm playing the Whirl attack. Hurry up. Hurry up and mess this up, dude. Whirl. The Wormald. No, Wormald and Whirl are different. Different animals of the same species. Now what do I do? Well, why not take? Why not play D4? Why the fuck am I playing Rook D1 if I'm not going to play D4? Are you even serious? What if I don't recapture and play like E5 or something crazy? That's fun, huh? You will surrender your center. Put it down. Put it down, man. We could play some Red Dead Redemption later. I've been getting into hunting. It's very relaxing, like killing virtual animals and stuff and skinning them. Does that mean I'm going to be like Hannibal Lecter? So E5, pawn takes E5. He started playing on Red Dead Redemption, skinning the animals. And then it spiraled out of control. Rook takes. Look at my rook. There's nothing here but the simple, straightforward E5. E5 would force black to sack the exchange. I mean a queen. Sorry, queen. Queen for pawn, rook, and piece. H6, E5 takes, 96. Bishop E6, rook D8, etc., etc. So, Pan NPC. Pan American Airlines. Queen C7 getting off the hot file. The hot stove. What the bleep? Bleep, 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 bleep. What am I going to do? What if I have another idea? Shit. What's that? WJ Loof is here. Yay! Another long-time subscriber. 78 months. A mere 78 months. We have 78 months, 103 months, and 98 months are in the house. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? It's like only people that have been watching for at least 5 years are here. What am I going to do, man? There's nothing wrong with my position, but on the other hand, I can't seem to come up with a plan. When in doubt, play something stupid. Not as stupid as it looks, I'm hoping. I need to get my pieces out. Moving that bishop makes sense, and other squares I didn't like as much. Though this is an excellent move. Now black is clearly in, he's in his master mode. Mad NPC has a couple of different modes. One game he plays like a master, the next game he plays like he's 1400. Looks like he's in master mode. No, 1600, sorry. 1600. 6.5 years. Yeah, you've been a very dedicated, player. You play thousands of games a day. I mean, of course you've gone up 5 rating points. No, WJ, I mean, clearly, yeah, you're not active enough as a player to improve. You have to, it's not enough to tune in every other week to my stream. I mean, you have to play a lot, You have to play a lot to get better. I mean, there's no way around it, unfortunately. Not enough to be my biggest fan. The Astrobate was improving a lot at one point, but I'll tell you what, when did Astrobate improve the most? When did he improve the most? During COVID, when he was playing almost nonstop. We saw a very, very clear, I see a very clear correlation between improvement and frequency of play. And that's also the case with myself. Me, myself, and I. You study every day 2 hours. Oh, you lied? You said you went to a Mighty 1002. Well, studying's not the same as playing. I just want to clarify that. There were people who there were these guys at Harvard Square who would watch me play Blitz. The watchers who would just watch. They would never really get better. You have to play. But, okay, 10,000 games. I wasn't aware you had that many games. That's a good start. On the other website. Cheese.mom? I was thinking, I hate Cheese.mom. And Lichess lacks a lot of things, It has its moments, but it has its shortcomings. But I was thinking there should be a more social chess site, So I went online and I was like, social chess sites, and I looked it up, and there's some site called Social Chess. I was like, okay, but that's just stupid. It didn't have any members, and what we need is a more chess. Lichess isn't really social enough, and then chess.com is too commercial. There needs to be some kind of, I don't know, in between ground. Okay, maybe I should just keep it simple. Well, it's a good thing I calculated queen takes d4 there. Several of my local friends went, well, of course they go to cheese.mom, because when you go online, chess.mom that's all you do, bombarded. I looked for social chess site, I did a search, and it was you're just bombarded by ads for chess.mom. It's just, how could your friends not go there? They don't have any other choices. They're not going to go to Play Chess, the old chess base playing site. No one uses that, unless maybe if you're German. But Jesus, dude, what's up with Mad NPC today? Super Pro mode enabled? That's not good. Not good, man. Super promo mode has been enabled. He's faster than me. Lunex Vid is rating with a party of 1. That's a very exclusive party. B4 surprised me. Maybe it's a good move. But I have a new option. We have an option. The option is playing for white squares and make my bishop bad again. Make your bishop bad again. So I always keep a table in the back for 1. Thanks for following. Thanks for the raid. Alright. Now. Jesus Christ, bro. If I put my knight on g3, I don't know how I'm going to get it back in the game. We have another interesting move, though. Wow. There is rook d7. I hope this works. Well, why wouldn't it work? I wanted to play knight e3. I calculated a lot. But, you know, like bishop e4, knight g4, queen f4, queen e4, knight f6 check, knight takes e4. But on knight e3, he has this annoying move, bishop h6. Then I have knight g4, moves the queen, takes on h6, takes. And when I go rook d7, he takes my rook on c1 with check. So that was kind of stupid. This annoying bishop coming back out of the game, out into the game. You don't want to be social with chess. I don't know, it just feels like the human element. Yeah, alright. But at least there should be a... And you guys could say, well, yeah, the blogs or whatever. You know, there's the blogs, the forums. That's all. They're awful. You know, there's nothing personal about it. You know, there's no personal side. On cheese.mom, they have these like clubs or whatever. It feels a little more personal. Cheese.mom. Oh no. I'm not exactly winning, but I'm better. Maybe I should have taken an f7 there, but I don't see how it works. Man, NPC with more time. This 2-second increment doesn't do much for me. I'll be honest. You know, it feels like I don't have any increment at all. It's certainly not a 30-second or 5-second increment. LunexFid, welcome to the club. Would anybody like to join the team? Now, he blundered. The best move for black here, the magic dark squares. It looks like king h8. You have to play king h8. I'm by Chessable. Oh no. Can I do this? Yes. By Chessable. I just do a commercial for Chessable. I hate Chessable. Have you noticed how everyone plays the Caro-Kann? That's just because it's probably the most blogged about opening on Chessable. Awful, awful. I wanted to make today's stream title, you know, life's too short to play the Caro-Kann, but I forgot. I've done that once before. I understand, Mr. Coffee. We don't want to force the socialization down your throat. I don't want a chess site that does that, you know. I just want it to be an option for people who want to socialize, interact with other players. Sometimes I log on Lichess and I just feel like it's like very cold, you know. Not enough human element. I mean, the blogs are awful. The forums are awful. You know, even if they are social in a way. All right, so we won that. We have a draw and a win so far. What about Red Panda Bunny? Red Panda Bunny just played one game. Well, actually, Mr. NPC, you played really, I thought, very well. You played very well. Originally, I thought you misplayed the opening, and I guess you did. But I fucked up somewhere. I missed something. I had e5. Holy shit. Of course I had e5. You didn't have to allow that, though. Okay, that game's worth looking at, you know, from the opening perspective. I don't normally play the Worrell attack, but I just decided to throw it out there, because I had a kind of similar game in an anti-martial the other day with Queen e2. And I will say that people who play on a club level, let's say below 1800, not enough people play the Worrell attack. Openings that are not popular are the way to go. Seriously. I was doing a video series on the Benko. The Benko isn't popular. And, why do people play the Caro-Kann? It's stupid, you know? Do you know the Caro-Kann is the most, like, played defense online? Next to e5, probably? Blindly following chessable course advice. You need to come up with your own opening repertoires. Now what am I going to do? So you got this down now. I'm kind of screwed. I need something else. Well, I know bishop e3 is a move. I just don't know the line. God. Bro, but he's the worst, you know? He's a noob. I don't know how he's even an international master. I don't think the guy deserves to be. I think he probably bought some tournaments when he wanted to become a streamer. That's pure speculation. I don't, you know, have any evidence to back that up, but the thing about Gotham is, yeah, the Caro-Kann. I mean, yeah, of course. He promotes it, but he's one of many people, you know, one of many people. And the Caro-Kann is, it's like the worst opening ever, really. It's just, it's awful. Why do you want to be worse with black? The French, the Caro-Kann. Why do you want to be worse with black? Why play the Caro-Kann when you can play a better opening, you know? The thing about it, I guess, is the simplicity of it. It's passive. It's passive. And it's therefore a tad bit more simple than real openings. I tried to play the Caro-Kann, you know, it's like a challenge. And I realized I'm doing this because it's like challenging, you know. You know you're worse. You're just worse after like the first move. And the same thing with the French defense. You have no space, and you're like, why do I feel like I'm having la claustrophobia? You don't have to do that to yourself, you know. Caro-Kann is horrible. It's horrible, and I realized, why do I want to play this opening? I mean, you either play the Sicilian or you play e5. End of story. And if you want to play like really hyper-modern stuff to be aggressive, then you've got the Alekhine, the Pierts, the modern, whatever, you know. But the Caro-Kann and the French, I'm sorry, you know, I can't get it. It's never worked for me. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's really solid. But why do you want to settle for being worse and being defensive the whole game? You know, it seems very stupid. Having said that, anyway, I don't know what I'm doing here. Caro-Kann awful. London system awful. Slav a bit better than the Caro-Kann, probably. I will say. Now, what do I do here? Since I didn't play that, I didn't play Rook C1, so I can't play D5. When did Reducer become like a theoretical expert? Well, I just don't do anything, I guess. H3. Rook C1 is the main move for me, huh? So how do I enforce? How am I an enforcer? How do I be an enforcer here? Bishop C4? That's bad. Supposed to play h3 or something stupid. To stop bishop g4. The algorithm puts on the guy. I hate that guy. I'm sorry. I hate him. He's obnoxious. That's all. I'll just leave it. He's just obnoxious. And I also think that he's not a real IM. I don't know how he did that. Somehow he magically became an IM. Where I work, it took me like 10 years to go from National Master to IM. Almost 10 years. And this dude, just happens to get the title by, playing in his friends' tournaments. Just, I don't know, It seems very strange. But anyway, that's beside the point. He's obnoxious. He's good at, promoting himself. But, yeah, I mean, the same thing with Rosen and promoting stuff that's easy for beginners to grasp. The Caro-Kann it seems like a great opening. I have friends and students, okay, who go to tournaments, and every single opponent they play plays the Caro-Kann. It happened this week. And the first problem is Caro-Kann is passive. The second problem is that everybody knows how to play against the Caro-Kann because everybody plays the Caro-Kann. So why would you play the Caro-Kann at that point? It's like getting on the bandwagon too late. It's the same thing with the London system. For beginners who just need a very basic system, who are 1200, okay, fine. But for masters and stuff, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why would you prefer the Caro-Kann to e4, e5, or the Sicilian? It makes zero sense. Bishop e6. Wow. That is a weird-ass move. What am I going to do? I feel like I have to move my rook again. That would be really dumb. I mean, to move my rook again. I have bishop h6. That's horrible. Puts his bishop on e6. That's unbelievable. Wow. You know what's funny about Redusa? This is a player who, literally, since I've been playing them, they didn't know a lot of very basic openings. But it looks like they know their openings with black better than with white. That's not unheard of, and it probably is logical. Because with black, you have to be better prepared. I mean, you're at a disadvantage to begin with. He seems to know how to play the black side of the Sveshnikov and the Grunfeld. But with white, there's some openings he just didn't know what he was doing, like on move 4. It was very weird. Charles Bloodgood, the second highest rated correspondence player. Wait. I don't understand what you're talking about. Overall? What do you mean correspondence? Kamsky didn't play correspondence. Did Kamsky play correspondence? Kamsky, you mean? Yeah. Did Kamsky play correspondence, or you're just talking about normal ratings? Alright, I fucked up. I guess I lost the tempo. I don't know what to do. But is bishop e6 really good? Wow, rook d1 is so bad that I don't have a move there. That's really weird. Kamsky definitely did not play correspondence. But Bloodgood, he did something with his rating. He played in prison all these tournaments. So he's able to accumulate a lot of rating points by just hosting his own prison tournaments and stuff. But something crazy, Mark Ginsburg posted about this. Did Claude Bloodgood, break out of jail at some point? Isn't that, a true story? Didn't he, escape from jail? That's what Ginsburg claims. Bloodgood, escaped from jail and, went to the park in Washington, D.C. and started playing. They apprehended him in the park playing chess. He was a convicted murderer, right? He murdered his mother, or I don't know. They should have made a movie about him. Alright, anyway. Claude Bloodgood. But Claude. Is his real name Charles? I thought it was Claude. Károly in Hungarian. Károly. What the hell is going on here? Man. I moved my rook twice. The same rook twice, Acerbate. I have a bad feeling about this. I guess I'll just be a pawn down. But at least I have good development and a strong center. So I don't know, we need to confirm your story there. But just recently Ginsburg had posted about it. DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C. is a place where people hang out and play chess. It's like the Washington Square Park of Washington, D.C. And they found Bloodgood there and re-apprehended him after he had escaped from jail. He taught Esterman everything he knows about gaining rating points. That's what I heard. Incremental. Turtle and the hare. Just sign up for tournaments, gain 1 rating point, withdraw from the tournament, and then rinse, repeat. That was the last straw with me and Esterman. If anybody does that, they're not somebody I want to associate with. Shameless. So anyway, old stories die hard. Wow. Wow, A5. What exactly is that about? Only the good die young. So, are you trying to tell me something here? Well, at least I can play D5. That's a new one. Oh, you want to trade? I didn't expect that. Maybe that's a good move. Shit. Damn, and that covers... Wow, that covers your insurance and everything. Insurance coverage. Just give me the pawn. Give me the pawn, man. Tivyakov approves of A5. Tivyakov? Well, he plays the Worrell attack. What does he have to do with A5? I haven't heard much about him. It's okay to go with your mom to tournaments in your 30s. It's completely okay. I took my mom to a tournament once in Bermuda in 1999. Nothing embarrassing about being, hanging out with your mom. It doesn't make you a child because you bring your mom to a tournament. Alright. Bishop takes, rook check, bishop d2. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't have another choice. We're going to have to... Straight to the mom! In the words of the great Steve Albini. Always go straight to the mom. So what am I doing here? How to deal with a heckler in a live rock concert. Just start insulting their mom. Rip Steve Albini. So, the 11, I always shame Tibyakov. It was weird, though. You know, he was always with his mom. I mean, it wasn't just like, you know, weird. Be always with the mom. I guess what happens is, like, you're like 5 and your mom starts taking you to tournaments, and then you just continue till you're like 30. The mom just keeps going to tournaments with you into your 30s. That's a little bit unhealthy. At some point we need to let Tibyakov out of his, you know, out of the nest. Push him out of the nest. See if he'll fly. I had this other kid, this Hungarian kid I played, whose mom was always there. And she was really disturbing. She would like stare at you, at me, or probably all of his opponents, and lurk in the back of the room, like looking right at you, you know. It was really disturbing. I really disliked her, you know. It was creeping me out. That's not cool. If you're a parent or a guardian and you're going to chess tournaments, don't hang out and like stare at your kids' opponents. That's very inappropriate. What do I do now? Bishop b6. What's the point of bishop b6? Alright, we still have chances here, you know. e7 is... it's digestible. Yum yum! That was tasty. Can I have another? I can even go up to g4. Looks like we're winning. Almost winning. Snacktivate. Don't go to a1. a1 is a bad square. Alright, we're going to snacktivate. How do we do this? Check. Check the net worth. White squares are nice. I like white squares. White squares are safer. They're big. I like big ones. I like them big. She has big ones. Oh no. No, no. Enough is enough. Please. No. My friend. Mein friend. We go in for the final assault, or we push the pawn. You got to get behind his pawn. I mean, that pawn is a killer. Move 11. How do you approve? How do you feel about like staring parents? Giving you dirty looks during the game. Don't you love that? I love it when they do that. Love me a good staring parent. It's a good band name. Staring Parent. Crouching Tiger. The beaming pride on Mom's face when I finally lost to her kid. Oh, I'll never forget that. Never I will forget that in my whole life. The beaming look of pride. Beam me up, Scotty. So he manages to make this kind of close. Wow. This has to be a win. Right? Right? Unbelievable. It just keeps happening. He's gonna start finding only move after only move. Only move after only move. Stage begins. Master of only moves. Only fans. Only move fans. Weird. This game is taking far too long. Far flung. The F pawn. Okay, I get that. Right. Oh no. I get that too. I get that a lot. How do I do this? Only scams. You're kind of creeping me out here, man. Yeah, fine. He's creeping me out, man. Very strange. You resigned. Wow. So Red Panda Tummy is in first place. Well, how are these games? Pan book, let's see. It better not be perfect. I'll tell you that right now. I have inline notation turned on. That's not good. Why is that turned on? Yuck. Okay. No perfect games. Doesn't look like a perfect game. Good. I don't want to see any perfect games from any new players. The art director. Very strange. This is familiar to me. I don't know who Red Pawnda Team is, but I have the feeling it's got to be a Smurf account. Someone that's played on the stream before. Nefedov is here. Nobody's talking. Come on. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Why is nobody talking in the chat? Give me some bits. You cannot cheer on your own channel. Come on. Give me bits now. Acerbate. There's been no chat since WJ Loof and Claude Bloodgood. How is that possible? Okay, everybody's playing, but we have a lot of new players joining us. Schumacher, Impor Harry, Semyon, Giashaki, Nefedov, our director. You guys better start talking. One pawn square moves. Come on, guys. Am I blurry yet? Wait, we're up to 400. Acerbate tipped $200 35 minutes ago, and I didn't say anything about it. Oh my god. Why is there no sound? There's no sound. Oh no. Maybe I got the sound. Acerbate, you tipped $200 again. You little snide little dog. $200 from Acerbate. I should get people who like owe me money from gambling to send me my poker debtors to send me my money like on the stream. We're gonna have to increase the goal to 2,500. All right. I have a lot of poker debtors, and oh, E5. That can't be right. What do we do? Do we go Magnus? Maybe it's not so bad actually. I said it can't be right, but I mean, how bad can it be, actually? The truth is that maybe E5 isn't so bad here. Truth is. What do I do? Do I go to H5? That looks bad. You're just going to play D4. E5 might not be a bad move for you. That's annoying. Wow, bro. Interesting. In most cases, this would always be a bad move. I don't think it's a bad move here. He's just defending F4 with D4. If I play knight D5, whatever. It's no inconvenience for white, really. Best case scenario, I have a Pierce, like, where I played A6, which isn't very useful. Knight D7 is passive. Of course I could play it. I think that E5 is really interesting. First glance it appears bad. I'm not so sure. I don't think it's bad. It's not bad, Acerbate. Thought you were going donk mode on me there for a second. Very early Acerbate days, when he first started working with us and coming to the stream, he used to play this type of thing where he would overextend with E5 in the king pawn openings routinely. We want to see some chat. I want to see some chat. If you guys aren't going to donate more than $200, I'm going to need to see your chat. So what do we do now? This is not a joke. B5 is crap. I'm playing Nalyakin for pawns attack, but I don't seem to have any counterplay. Nefedov, help me. What do I do? Nefirov, you're the 4 pawns attack master. What did I do to myself here? Maybe I have to play b5. Ugh. Looks very dangerous. This is very, very dangerous for black. I just work here. So our 2 new players are in 1st and 2nd place, respectively. Red Pawnda Team with a 2400 rating, and Pili, who appears to be a normal player. At least we have some players. It's nice to see you guys. Alright. Astrobate did not attempt to take advantage of our dubious setup with A4. A4 looked very, very problematic for me. I don't know how I could maintain my position if he plays A4. I think I had some serious problems there. This is not a problem. You're banging on the wrong door, man. You're knocking on the wrong door, Astrobate. Not good, my friend. I'm going to blow your ass out of the water if you're not careful. Double retarded knights. C5. Take. A5. A4. Let's go. Go! Yeah, Astrobate, you had some chances here, but you're going to have to get creative, I think, to make this work now. How are you going to get creative enough to make this work? Your b5 pawn is gone. Gone! It's gone. It was nice knowing you while you lived, Mr. B pawn. Maybe on bishop c2 you could try to maintain it, actually. If you had gone to c2. Gone. Oh no. Thank you. Give me that. You will give me the pawn now, Astrobate. You've overextended. Give me the pawn. Come out with your hands up. Thank you for donating $200 to the stream. Oh shit! Ah. Whoa! Fuck! I just fell out of my chair. I hate when that happens. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're back. Wow. Sometimes they'll do like bishop takes d5 when I have a knight sitting on d5 and I'm like, I literally fall out of my chair. It's so crazy, you know? Can't believe it happened again. You made me fall out of my chair. Did you guys see that? It's happened twice over the board where I just straight up fell out of my chair. You just think that there's no way they're going to trade their good bishop for your knight on d5. But they do, and they do it anyway. Who would have imagined it? He resigned. He lost a pawn and resigned. Alright. I recovered from falling out of my chair. We're in 3rd place. So where is everybody? I should have berserked. I should have berserked against you, Astrobate. Yeah, I fell out of my chair. That happens every time they go bishop takes d5. There was once a tournament in 2000. There was a tournament in 2017 where I fell out of my chair, and then it happened again in like 2019. Around 2019. This is the 3rd time it's happened. It's really weird. It always happens when they go bishop takes d5. They're just like, you're never expecting that move. There's no way anybody's going to go bishop takes d5, and they do it. And you're like, whoa! I just fell out of my chair. The worst is when it's like one of those really cheap office chairs. That happened to me before, too. In Hungarian Team Championship, it's very common to see the like cheapest level of like office chairs that collapse really easily. I've broken a couple, you know. That's the worst when you go down. So it goes down during the Hungarian or during a team championship or something. You just hear this like crashing sound, and you look down, and someone lost it. It's happened at poker too. Oh no, our favorite variation. Oh, so like well, I was playing d4, right? But let's not and say we did. Wait a second here. Well, you're supposed to play like a6. You didn't do that. The wrong piece stuck to your finger. Pawn takes pawn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is our favorite line. Are you the same player who played me the other day? Oh, it's you. I think this is the same player who played me the other day. So we had a new idea. It wasn't queen c4, right? That's possible as well. Alright, let's just play the proper line. Proper old school. I never really got bishop g5 here. I think that's stupid, you know, honestly. I don't think that bishop g5 is a good idea. You don't gain anything. It's easy to break the pin. That was a move that was famous from like the 1800s. No, well, okay, not 1800s, I don't think, but turn of the century. There were some high-level games where bishop g5 was played, but it just looks aggressive. It doesn't do anything. You know, I never understood that. Subtle. So I don't know. I don't really know the Steinitz theory because, you know, the Steinitz for the Pez is kind of like the Caro-Kann. It's passive, and at the end of the day, you don't have a strong point here. But you do have the two bishops at least. But the point is, like, the Steinitz has never been popular because it's passive. For that reason, I honestly never spent too much time, you know, going into depths of the theory of how white should play. Because you can easily get a slight advantage against the Steinitz. It's just a question of, like, how, which way you want to do it. Alright, queen d7 looks okay. Looks logical. Pilium. My name is Bilium. You're Pilium. You're pawn up now until I throw the endgame. What are you doing, man? Hack, man. I was just about to play knight g5. Well, I mean, I was going to play knight g5, so it's like he's preventing knight g5 in the instance of like queen e6 or something, but also more importantly, I think there's this Capablanca maneuver, for lack of a better name. Capablanca and Lasker both played, well, Steinitz as well, who was Lasker's, you know, mentor. So a popular opening in the late part of the 19th century into the early 20th century. But there is a problem here. Houston. You're going to give me your right arm. The bad bishop? So what happens next? You ask yourself. I get the bad bishop, but the threats remain. Not the good bishop, the bad bishop. Hackman. I am Hackman. So you draw, and this is from... Oh, you went back. But why? You should play bishop f6. You should play bishop f6. I mean, this way you're giving me your bishop anyway, but I think that way's better. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing. I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? Ultimately. Your queen's on a different square. So it's better for me. I mean, this way, your queen ends up on e7. Is that part of the master plan? You want your queen on e7? Because I don't think you do. I don't think you want your queen on e7. What are you going to do when I play e5 now? Phony baloney. Oh, man. No, we got something here. We got something here. The dark squares. Hello? It's a beautiful thing. Look at this. What are you going to do, man? Man. Is anybody here? I mean, you guys, you're watching my stream. Participate. Participate. Participation. What is black going to play now? Oh my god, man. Hackman. Rook d8, knight c6, rook takes d4. Rook d8, knight takes c6, queen e1, rook e1, knight takes d4. Knight takes d4. Bye-bye. I'm threatening knight g6. Oh my god, man. Queen d6. Not good. But it's possible it doesn't lose by force. Something like queen d6. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Now I have a clear advantage, but it's not an automatic win. If I trade queens, I cash in for a slight edge. Or we look and see what's behind door number 2. We have queen h4, queen d5. He threatens mate on g2 and stuff like that. Mildly annoying. I think I should take the prize. I also have knight takes c6 with the guaranteed edge. So those are my choices. My leg is itching. I don't know why. Something bit me. Alright. Queen takes knight c4. And then what? Some kind of tactical edge. Ooh, I almost mouse slipped. Hackman. Why don't I just take your bishop? I'm an idiot. I don't know. That endgame maybe isn't a guaranteed win. I guess I should just take on c6. Honestly, take on c6, take on f6. I have a clear advantage in this rook endgame. I should just take it. It's easy. The only thing is that I'm not 100% sure that's literally a win. You know, it might be drawable for black. If you're like playing a computer or something. Drawable. Lunchables. Again, taking on f6, very tempting there. It's certainly not bad. Maybe I've been a little bit materialistic here. Nah. That doesn't help. 98 doesn't help. Give up the ghost. Bishop d6. I can torture black. Knight a5 is possible. Everything's possible. Knight takes d6 is like the worst of the options. I don't really want that. Bishop takes d6. So if we go for pressure, we don't take the material. The knight is pretty offsides. Pretty. Oh my god. I just gave you a draw by accident. Oh my god, I just gave him a draw by accident. He offered me a draw. Do you know how much worse you are here? It's like minus 2. Oh my god. Dude, I would never accept a draw here. It's a disgusting offer. Do not offer a draw here. Do not offer a draw there. That's horrible, dude. You offered a draw in a -2 position, bro, against an international master. That's unbelievable. What planet are you from? Like, I accidentally clicked the green button. I gave him a draw in a +2 position. I thought I was declining the draw. Did they like switch the draw yes, draw no button space or something? Because I felt like the right side was normally declining. Wow, that was... Congratulations! Don't offer draws against title players when you're lost, okay? It's not a good look. Wow. Lucky you. I blocked them. You can't offer draws against me from a lost position. I would never take a draw against you. Or anybody. Or Magnus Carlsen in that position. Seriously, I would decline a draw from Carlsen. I have 0 losing chances. Your structure's ruined. Your pieces can't move. It's opposite-colored bishops, bro. I mean, what planet are you from? Seriously. I can't believe he offered a draw. If you offer a draw in that position, your ability to understand chess is in serious question. I mean, if that's a draw, man, I don't know. You know, what isn't a draw? Like up a queen is probably a draw. Oh no, Red Panda just wins every single game. This is getting a little disturbing now. Red Panda, anonymous, doesn't talk, playing perfect games now. We're probably going to have to ban them from the team. They made a blunder. He's just been lucky. I don't like when new players don't talk in the chat and they just come and like win every single game and their rating is 24-0-0. Based on what? And the weird name. You ever lose any games? Apparently they do. Alright. Maybe they've just been lucky. I just give draws to everybody. Just offer me a draw. Nefedov's easy to beat. The other thing that's strange about Red Panda Tummy is that they don't have any bullet games. Who doesn't have bullet games in this day and age? And you know, the only kind of player who wouldn't have bullet games, other than me, is like someone who cheats. They don't play bullet because they, you know, I want to start some conspiracy theories, but Who doesn't play Bullet? Like, people who are, like, cheating and they can't input the moves fast enough in Bullet, so they only play Blitz and Rapid. Right? I don't know. It's a good theory. Nefedov's terrible. Red Panda's going to beat him easily. Red Panda has to be... it has to be one of these players who's a Smurf that has been on my stream with other accounts. I even recognize that one thing it played with like G4. I can't remember who it is now. Maybe the what was that account now? The fake girl account. Smurfette or whatever. Smurfette, who was pretending to be a female. Something like that. Looks like it's a Nidorf. Probably a Mark Esserman fan. Who's like, bleh. You know. Bleh. Let's see if Red Pawnda Team plays the Mora Gambit with white. I hope I don't get paired with them. I don't like them already. Alright, Nefedov will lose easily. We used to have this thing with my best friend in school. When we went to take a very important test, like in math or whatever, we both were very competitive, so we would be like, alright, if you get the higher score, you give me like $10. And if I get a higher grade, you get $10. So we like motivate each other, you know. So we're always like, I'm gonna get the worst score, you know. Nefedov's gonna lose. We really want Nefedov to win, but we want to make the opponent underestimate him, you know. Nefedov's 1500. You're gonna beat him easily. Nefedov, just pretend you're playing me, and you'll do fine. Nefedov's devastating against the Sicilian. Nefedov, sorry, Astrobate needs one more win to get into double digits. Astrobate, I have a question for you. Why did you play Knight Takes Knight in the Sicilian in the Simul on Sunday against me? Check this out. Astrobate played Knight Takes Knight. Knight takes d4, Knight takes d4. And when I played Queen takes d4, he played f6. Now seriously, were you on drugs or something? Were you on drugs? What was it? Your mouse? Was it the tablet? Were you smoking mushrooms at the time? Why did you do that? Please don't play Knight takes d4. There was two games I had with Knight takes d4. There was the other guy who played Knight takes d4, Queen takes d4, e6, which is really bizarre. Ruslan Bear has done that. That's right. Play your opening, man. Thank you for playing your opening. He played his opening right. He didn't play Knight takes d4 and f6. Get your glasses on. You know how to play this. No! No, you don't play d6. You play Knight f6, man. I'm not even sure if Bishop c4 is the correct move order for me here, because d6 is unusual and I always forget what I'm doing. That might be a mistake. I probably should just play like Queen d2 or whatever. I think this is theoretically wrong. Oh shit. So Astrobate has a strong move now that equalizes. always... Oh my god, dude. No. No. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. You take it back. Take it the fuck back. What are you doing? You have to play Queen B6 here. Triple attack. Boom, boom, boom. X-ray vision. Like Superman. Queen B6. Check it out. Queen B6. Bishop B3. Knight takes E4. Knight D5. Etc., etc., etc. And now you are just lost. Where is the chat? Alright, that's it. Acerbate, how many times have you done this, man? I can't believe you did it again. You did it again. That's insane, bro. You did it freaking again. He somehow doesn't concentrate. I don't know. He knows the right moves and he still doesn't play them. I don't know why. Nefedov. Wow. That's weird. Nefedov is playing some kind of fianchetto on the white side of a Sicilian. The other day he was like, I play different stuff. We just happen to have the same stuff, Nefedov. Anybody here know the Viagra Boys? Swedish rock band, punk band, very great. There's this great song they have. We just happen to have the same stuff. Nefedov just happens to play different stuff, he told me. He's never played a Sicilian with a fianchetto in his life. But now he's playing the Sicilian with a fianchetto. Yesterday he played the Marazzi against me. That was his second Marazzi in his whole life. But he just happens to play different stuff. How does Nefedov have a bishop on g2? This is crazy. What did he do? You went from f3, he went back. Bishop e2, bishop f3, and then back to g2. I love it. It's so weird. This is so weird. This is such a fantastic game. Epic. Epic. Epic, Nefedov. Epic. Red Panda Tummy. Does that remind us a little bit of, you know who else? But the blitz rating's kind of too high. Remember, do you guys remember the player who won the, what was his name? Superhero. Help me here. Is nobody here? Move 11? Mr. Coffee, somebody help me out. Who's the player that isn't coming anyway? He's a streamer. He would be on the stream sometimes, and then he got offended recently because he defended some cheater and then wouldn't come to my stream anymore. Nefedov, man. Nefedov, man. You're better, man. You're better. Nefedov, don't lose, okay? Take the draw. Take the draw. He's higher rated. See, the problem with Red Panda Tummy is everybody sees him as a 1500. You know Hikaru. You know him? I've known him for 30 years. How about you? My friend the Weedmaster beat him when he was like 11. That was the first time I saw him. I was thinking about it the other day. It was literally 30 years ago. No, it was 32 years ago. So what is Hikaru now? He's like 42. How old is Hikaru? He can't. He's got to be. He's like 13 years younger than me. He should be around 40. Nefedov could play Queen C8 check, Queen D8, Queen C5. And I find it hard to believe that white is worse. Instead he plays this, which I am unsure about. But red Pawnda Team, the Batman, what was his name? No, not a real streamer. I'm not talking about real streamers. I'm talking about a guy who came to my stream, who streams sometimes, but he's just an amateur. Dig Dug Addict. Alright. So, I'm blanking out now. Now, if red Pawnda Team is really a super GM, because a lot of them, they want to play on my stream. So he's 38. Okay, Mr. Coffee. So Hikaru's 38. So the last time I played him was in 2003. That was 22 years ago. So he was 16. No, that was 23 years ago. Well, yeah. So he was like 15. So I've known Hikaru since 1994. I mean, I first saw his having been spawned. I knew of him being spawned since 1994, when the Weedmaster killed him in the dragon, on the black side of a dragon. Then I faced him in Canada in 96 when he was getting close to master level. Alright. Empor. Okay. Benko. Please. Emporio Armani. I looked at this. Yeah, this is an interesting line. Stylistically, I don't really like playing B4, but I think it's best. It goes against my philosophy of like attacking the center with the pawns, but it cramps white and makes it hard for them to develop their pieces naturally. Obviously, knight c3 is out. Queen c2 is a very subtle move, though, and it's a move that I just don't understand how someone was 1600 playing that. That's a very, very subtle variation. Would not recommend anybody with a elite chess rating of 1600 to play Queen c2 against the Benko. Too subtle. Way too subtle. I don't even understand it. I'm an international master. But whatever. So, but what do you menace? Bishop g5 is interesting. I don't think this is a typical setup. That's subtle. He avoided the tactic knight takes e4 there. Very nice job. We're going to Benkerize. Benkerize you. What would Dodge Gabor do? I've never understood how to play these structures where black plays b4. It just doesn't occur in my games. I don't like rook b1, but I understand it. There's not going to be any a3 for him after that. Magnus do? He would go lobster? Go lobster on your ass? E5 is a distinct possibility, turning it into a King's Indian. My only reference to this type of structure is the last time I saw it, which was Naj Gabor playing a game with black in some IM tournament or GM tournament. It was a GM tournament I played in. Now we lobster you on the queen side. Magnus did that to me. The Naj Gabor, very tricky. He's a very tricky tactical player. Played a nice game against somebody. G4. Wow. That's very nice. Harry Potter. The wall. This is the ideal position to play, you know, like bullet. Good tournament, a pleasure to play. I hope it's not over already. We have 46 minutes left. Yeah, it's just so closed, you know. This Import Harry is new. And I've not played them before, but they're in the team. They're 1600, but they're playing this Queen C2 Benko. You know, most people don't even know how to play, like, 3D5, let alone Queen C2. It's unusual. Queen C2 is like an ultra-strategic, solid approach for white in the Benko. And now he's going Psycho on the king's side. I don't think I want to see... I don't think I want to see H5. Well, I mean, H5 by me is okay. As long as I'm the one playing H5. Yeah, this is a strange player, though, man. I mean, how are you 16-18 and you play this kind of game? I mean, it's really weird, dude. The account was opened 2 years ago, but it only has like 100 games, bro. That's really strange. Talk about Smurfs. This is like playing Michael Dougherty in the World Senior. Fuck. This is outrageous. It's outrageous. Jesus Christ. How is this guy 1600? There's just no fucking way. He's 1600 going on like 2400. Maybe, yeah, nah. I gotta play f6. I kind of missed my good bishop, but there was no space. Wow. What do I do now? We just happen to have the same stuff. Rook g3. Bishop takes. Okay. Should I block my rook? No. Bishop versus bishop. It's hard to grasp styles of players. You know, it's really impossible. Now with the internet, now with more internet, you're just gonna bring it over. See, this is a classic scenario where White was like spatially better, but the dynamic has changed. It's now like you have a terrible bishop and I don't, you know. Poor knight. Look, both of his pieces are retarded. What are you going to do? It's an utter disaster. How did this happen? You know, it looked like everything was fine. But, yeah, you need to win a third game to get the streak. Wow. Is my queen trapped yet? Donkey. Oh, I had rook a1 check, but that's just for icing on the cake. Cake icing. He can't move. He can't move. This is why I'm saying things like the queen c2 Benko, it's too subtle, you know? I mean, even like average grandmasters have a hard time grasping how the hell this kind of system works, you know? Trying to play such a close position and I don't think I played this game very well, by the way, you know? I end up getting a crushing position and destroying him, but somewhere in the middle there, I don't even know who was better after the opening. Benko's a good opening. It's very complicated. What I don't understand is like no one plays it. But why? You know? Why does no one play the Benko? They used to play the Benko. It was very popular in the 90s. And now no one plays it. Except Alejandro Ramirez. Where's he, by the way? Do I have to give up my rook? My bishop, I mean? Yeah. Yeah, so look at this game, man. Queen c2. Lee chess database, no. Look at the names who played this. Right? Mamedyarov, Gelfand, Lequang, Ivan Sokolov. People beyond my capacity to understand. Uber Driver is here. Red Pawnda Tummy, did you win every single game? What's that? He's still playing Nefedov? No, draw. Draw Yadov. But he was down a pawn against Nefedov. Pawnda Tummy gave him a draw, and I was concerned. Nefedov had the audacity to offer draw. He was actually clearly worse. Typical Nefedov move. Typical move by Nefedov. Wait till you're worse and then offer a draw. I thought you had a forced draw. If you play Queen c8 check, of course. But Nefedov, again, it's kind of like the Simon. Nefedov, why would you not play Queen c8 check here? He thought for a long time in this position. I'm serious. He thought for a long time in this position, didn't play Queen c8 check. I guess he just didn't see Queen c5. Well, he played Queen c5 right away, but why wouldn't you play Queen c8 check, Queen d8, Queen c5, preventing the opponent from castling? I mean, that's pretty freaking obvious, isn't it? Black's lucky he's not lost after that. Queen c8 check, Queen d8, Queen c5, Queen d5, holding the b5 pawn. And it's a forced draw. Instead, Nefedov blunders and then offers a draw move later. Very strange. I lost the pan book. Ah. No. No, my streak starter. Oh no, and I gave him a point. 2 points. Dude, there's no sound. Why is there no sound? Turned off. I should turn on sounds, man. Just sometimes it can be very annoying when I'm doing lessons and whatnot. Then I have to remember to turn it off, turn it back on. Turn it off, turn it back on. Turn it off, turn it back on. Can't there be like some flashing lights or something? There's no notification other than the auto notification. I had no idea I was getting forfeited. This happened to me a lot. Sorry, that sucks. I did not mean to forfeit Panbook. I just took like 1 minute to look at an F-Dov's game. Immediately I get a pairing and get forfeited. You know, with Swisses it doesn't work like that. There has to be a limit in arenas though. But that sucks. That's going to hurt me pretty badly here. It'll probably take me half an hour to get another pairing. Semyon didn't play. Uber driver didn't play. He's playing now. Schumacher isn't playing. Ken Tavros is not playing. Semyon is not playing. Who is playing? Who's actually playing? Nefedov, CGN, our director, Giachi, and poor Harry. Where's Richard Branton? Richard Branton, someone on sound, Mr. Slow. There's all these people that they've been missing since Christmas. Actually, Richard Branton was here for the simul. He's not completely missing. But I feel like we're missing a lot of old supporters, and I don't know why. No one loves me anymore. Okay, rapid time control 10+2. Maybe this is a little bit long for a lot of people. Nice to see you, Ruin, here, and Mr. Coffee. Sorry you can't play, Mr. Coffee. This time control will be good for you. Thursday, we have analysis stream. Nefedov has sent me his game. We have some other games that were sent to me last week when we didn't have an analysis stream. So don't forget, Thursday analysis stream. Be there or be square, as they say in Happy Days. Mr. Coffee. Asterbait, no. Knight C3 is bad. Oh well. He didn't really exploit it. Go, Asterbait, go. Be confident. Don't you miss me? You just got here. Alright. Red Pawnda, the mysterious Red Pawnda Tummy. That's a weird name, huh? Joined 1 month ago. You see, now we got sound. That annoying sound, man. You guys like that sound? Otherwise I'm gonna like forfeit my games. Come on, we need some gift subs. Let's get some gift subs. Get some hype train. Come on, Asterbait. Donate another $200. He's been so generous, look. He donated $405 to our senior world team. Now I know I'm playing a game. Nef Idav. At least I'm white. Yeah, take that. He doesn't go with Slav. It's so weird. Why don't you want to go Slav? I don't remember what happened the last time we did this, or if it's ever happened before. But fruitfully, I had this game with Iveta Radzievich many years ago, the wife of Vasek Rylik, and a stronger player in her own right. That was probably the last time I played this. But she didn't play pawn takes pawn. She played d6. It's a kind of King's Indian. Now black is worse. Nefedov tried to play his normal system, but but it's not. It's not good. This is a bad version of the symmetrical English for black. I tricked him with the move order. This might have happened before, I don't remember. But you should have stuck with your Slav crap. Iveta played d6, and she did something that Rybka recommended. Some kind of weird, like, just keeping the tension and putting our bishop on d7. I was like, dude, that can't be good. It was like playing a computer from the 90s. But I think in retrospect that they were kind of gambling, you know. It's a practical approach. Objectively not good for black, but you know, what are you gonna do? So here, I mean, Nefedov is in a position, in the kind of position he doesn't play. You know, he has no experience whatsoever in this type of structure. I mean, I do recall maybe like it happened once or something like that. It's okay. Possible d5 was too early, I'm not sure. But I don't subscribe to any theories that Nefedov knows what he's doing here. You know, if he gets away with this, it's pure luck. Pure dumb luck, as they say. White has a concrete space advantage with the d5. You're not supposed to allow this with black. He doesn't really have any counterplay. I mean, e6 breaks even with a bad structure. He can't necessarily get in b5. And that could leave him in a situation where he never has a break. It could be really bad. No b5, no e6. This isn't a threat. I can play f3. Guys, don't forget to donate and subscribe. No gift subs this week. We had a couple of subs, all from old school members, who I appreciate. Mr. Coffee, Move 11 stopped in to say hello. WJ Loof stopped by. We need some new blood and new vampires to drink the blood. Okay, so if you check me, I just go knight d4. We have the 4-knight quadrant. Queen d4, knight d4. Don't even think about it. Iveta's very crafty. She is a very crafty tactical player. So she got away with playing this inaccurate symmetrical English against me. But I think you go back to move 7, and I don't think that black should play c takes d. I don't know why you want to play c takes d here. I don't see how that benefits black. I think you have to play d6. It's the only move. I mean, And then the question is probably h3. I had something like d6, h3, bishop d7, castles, queen c8, or something to that effect against Iveta. Okay, this move, I cannot believe it. Are you even kidding me? I told you I had knight d4. And even king h1, I think is fine. But you're going to have to show me your license. Super Grover. Risky, risky. Wow, there's a fruit fly in my office. What the fuck? Where would that come from? It's snowing outside. The whole ground is coated with snow. There's no fruit flies inside. That's a bad sign. Maybe we do have fruit flies. It's the first one this season. Guys, donate, support the stream. Come on, we need go to World Senior Team Championship April. We're raising money, $425. I'm selling cookies. Did you used to do that, Mr. Coffee, in high school or junior high? We used to have to sell stuff to raise money for like trips. I used to sell cookies. Anybody have to do that when they're in school? Selling candy in class? That was another one. That's a topic I never brought up on the stream. Hard to come up with new topics of conversation. Bye-bye. All right, Panbook got the free win, but Dr. Srinivasan and Pilik are right behind us. Panbook with a free game. Reminds me of mini golf. It reminds me of mini golf when you get the hole-in-one on the last hole. They give you a free game. That's what Panbook got. He got a free game. One free game. Selling chocolate bars. Exactly. It was really weird because we weren't allowed to eat candy bars in class, yet we were selling candy bars. Holy fuck. You're not going to pull this off, man. He's a tactical machine, right? Whatever, dude. Alright, sure. This works for black. You have to be kidding me. So just a question, what happens if you take with the queen? Queen takes, bishop takes, king moves, knight takes e7, check, and I'm worse, right? But you took with the bishop. Oh no. He took with the bishop. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I've never seen Nefedov pull a tactic like that. He surprises me every time I play him lately. And resigning here is really not appropriate. Why would you resign? You're just disappointed because you missed the winning move? Still, he shouldn't resign. Wow. So his tactic doesn't work, but I didn't find the refutation. There's 2 refutations. Knight e2 and knight b5. It's kind of like a fried liver. One unsound move deserves another. Yeah, after queen takes d4, he's just winning the exchange. I was upset psychologically. Panbook has taken over first, thanks to me. Looks like Brett Panda left. He wanted to avert suspicion. He won all those games, then drew with Nefedov, and thought it was suspicious enough, so he left. Panbook now got the free game, and now he's out in the lead. I was upset by Nefedov's unsound tactic, and I blundered, and he blundered in return. Geoshock. Ka-ching! No counter, Berserk. So we're playing with the sound. I never normally do that, but I don't want to miss my games. Oh no, that! What is that? Oh no. Maybe this isn't even good. Oh. Uh-oh. Queen takes check. Yeah, no thanks. I'll pass on that. I don't want to let him play Queen B8 and all that crap. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. What a sicko. You are a sicko. What? Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I could sack a piece here, but I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. Welcome. Ukrainian. No. Yeah, Ukrainian chess has followed. I should sack a piece at some point, because this is getting really annoying. Let's just take the simplification. Keep it simple. We have a slightly better structure. But his 4 isolated pawns are okay. They're doing well. Plenty of time here. And the queen trade. Did he mean to trade queens? I wonder if he meant to trade queens there. It doesn't seem like a good idea. to trade queens. Not the best moment to trade queens when you're down 4 pawns or whatever. 3. 2 hours is exhausting. Well, you know, I mean, a lot of streamers, I was thinking my stream's actually kind of short. Maybe I should stream even longer. It is a long tournament, though. Yeah. The time that I played Walter Brown, like a 7.5-hour game, that was exhausting. Just watching Walter Brown beat me. Unbelievable. Wow, what a tactic he found that. Oh my god. Dude, that's so annoying. It's not going to change the reality here. Beep, beep, beep. Oh no, look. It's a tractor. Tractor beam. Tractor beam. We got a tractor beam on the A1, H1, whatever that is. You got me. This is a network error. Oh no, a whole rook sacrifice. Bro, give it up. You're dead, bro. Walter Brown beat me in like a 7.5-hour game. It was a queen and knight end game. Queen and knight and a couple of pawns. It took forever. It was the longest game I ever played. And I tell the story a lot. You should have heard the story already. Because the joke was, it was a morning game in a 2-round-a-day tournament. The game lasted 7.5 hours. And then I was like going to bed. And when I was like walking the elevator, it suddenly occurred to me when I looked outside that it was still light out. Just barely. Because it was like late afternoon in the fall. There was still some sunlight. I was like, oh my god, I have to play another game in 5 minutes. It was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. It was like a 9 a.m. start, and so we played until 4, and the next round was at 5, or something like that. I don't know. 4 something. Second round, it was like 9 and 5 rounds or something. Second round was long, but not as long. It was like I was done in 3 hours. Both games I was black and King's Indians, and the other opponent was another strong player, Vivek Rao, he was like 2,500 USCF. I don't think he ever became an IM. I think he's an FM. He might have been an IM. I think he's an FM. He went to Harvard. I remember Vivek. He was older than me. You know, he was a Harvard alumni. Sometimes he would go to like the Blitz tournaments and stuff there. But I wasn't at Harvard, but I played at Harvard a lot, around Harvard. And so Vivek Rao, 2,500 with black, right after losing to Brown, you know. I was like 2,300 at the time. But it was horrible, you know. Brown's like drinking 5 coffees. He's like shaking, vibrating, calling in lamps and shit during the game. You know, it was always like the most difficult opponent to play against. He was very like tense. So it's not just 7-hour game. It's like 7-hour game against like the most annoying, like kind of like nervous opponent you could ever get. He's like shaking, his legs are vibrating, he's like going like this all the time, you know, moving around. It was like, nice guy, I liked him, you know, but as far as playing against him, like the intensity was ridiculous. You never met a more intense opponent. He was like, you know, doing this shit, like moving around. Eventually he died, you know. Probably of like heart attack or something. I don't know, but I mean, he was drinking tons of coffee all the time. I mean, he was very nervous. I went to dinner a couple times with him. He had a lot of great stories, but he was a little bit narcissistic because he would only like want to talk about his stories. You know, it was a different intensity. Lembetal was chilled. There was this weird aura coming off him. You know, Lembetal wasn't ostensibly nervous. He was, you know, like possessed or had this strange aura of like, you have no chance, just resign. I just felt this like weird vibe coming off of Lembetal. I was like terrified of him, you know. I had played even stronger players before, so there was no reason I should be like terrified of just another 2600 or whatever. But it was weird, you know. Brown was just extremely nervous. I did manage to draw him in the other game we played, where I was also black in a King's Indian. That was also a torture, but not as bad, and I managed to hold. I think I played him in Blitz too, and he was just doing the same shit, you know. Bouncing around and bobbing and weaving, and always in time pressure. I think he beat me in Blitz for sure. Actually, every game I had with him was the black side of a King's India. He used to play e4 when he was younger, but he did like a Karpov, where he stopped playing e4 and started playing d4. And then I noticed when Walter got older, at the end, or toward the end, he started playing e4 again. His last US championship and stuff. It was kind of funny. But I thought he was a really good d4 player, honestly. Alright, no aborting the game. Do not abort the mission. I guess I needed to berserk. So that's weird. Opening subtleties. Subtletigo. Do I want to play d4 right away? Perhaps later. I was talking to Alonso Zapata about Brown in November at the World Senior, and yeah, he had similar experiences where Alonso's fairly chill. He's a Latino, from Colombia originally, and I mean, he was annoyed by Brown, understandably. Annoying to play against him. All right, okay. Okay. Oh, now I play e4. Okay. Do it. Panbook, Panbookian. Panda Bookian. Book him, Dano. Is that they did with Maduro? They're like, book him, Dano. Can't believe the shit that's happening. Trump takes over the world. Speaking of Alonso, you know, he would probably be happy if Trump takes out Petro in Colombia. It's like true, actually, what they said. Trump accused Petro of being like owning like cocaine mills and stuff. It's pretty much true, I think. He's as bad or worse than Maduro, probably. We gotta have Greenland. Rip NATO. Orban will be happy. We can get rid of NATO, get rid of the European Union. Okay, European Union is not involved in this. Panbook is crazy fast, dude. Crazy with the fast. I can't believe this. This is really happening. Wow. I can't believe this is really happening to me. We only have 7 minutes to complete the game. Complete the game. Complete the mission. Huh. Wow. That's an unbelievable move. King h7. Anybody have any theories on who this player is? I have a theory, but I'm not going to share it. I think it might be someone we know, but not certain. I'm not going to give away anyone's identity without their express written consent for Major League Baseball. No. This is a human. No, Stockfish. No, he's totally legit. This is a legit player. But crazy fast. Just occurred to me, it reminded me of someone that used to play on our stream a long time ago. Now what do I do? Will this guy ever make a mistake? Ooh, that way. Automatically. Wow. The speed is almost exaggerated, right? It's like exaggerated. The account's new since 5 months ago. What's my plan again? What's my name again? Oh my God. Fall out of the chair, folks. My name is George W. Bush, and I approve this message. The Onion posted this meme about, like, George Bush celebrating he no longer started, like, the stupidest war of all time. I mean, if you throw 3 games in a row, I thought you got automatically, you know. I mean, that's... You mean he forfeited on time? Just remember, the lesson is, like, it can always get worse. Wow. What's that move? I'm not going to be able to win this game in time. Somehow Pilly M, though, finished second. Even though he's only 1,800. That's not cheesy noob, is it? He seems really good for 1,800. I think my position might be winning. Though not an easy win at all. This is a tough technical win. If it's a win at all. But I don't think I can possibly win this game in time. Even if it's possible to win it, as I said, altogether. So the game just won't count. So I miraculously checkmate him in 20 moves. I don't think 20 seconds is going to happen. I mean, we can agree to a draw or whatever. White is better. It may or may not be, you know, a way to win. Wow. So Astrobate, you did that. Spoiler effect. This isn't Cheesy Noob's no count or something? Are you Cheesy Noob? Is he playing Cheesy Noob like openings? He played Astrobate 10 times. He's playing E4 with white, so probably not Cheesy Noob. You lost only 2 games. One of them to the sus Red Panda Tummy. You beat Astrobate in the forfeit game in the end there. Yeah, I mean, what can we do? The Arena 4 format is not fair. I mean, I'm sorry. But for Giachi to do that, he has to be, like, rejoining somehow. You know, he should be, like, not allowed to do that. He only did 2, I think. No? Did he really throw 3 games at the end? No. He lost almost all his games, you know, so. He threw against me earlier. He threw against Uber Driver, then he played a game against me, then he threw the game against Pilly, then he played a game against Astrobate. No, he threw that, yeah. It's really bad, dude, of course. I don't know why it's letting him rejoin the tournament so quickly. I mean, normally when you do that, you get, like, timed out for a while, you know? Yeah. I assume that the system just kind of keeps him in line, but it's really bad. I mean, I dropped one game, you know, also by being away. Yeah, Asterbait shouldn't have resigned there. The tournament on the line, but Asterbait likes resigning early and often. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so 3 players were close. Pili gets the win. Panbook was second, and I was third. Red Panda, don't know about them. Dr. Srinasavan, I'm just going to call you that. And Nefidov, Giachi, CGN with the nice draw against me. Our director and Empor Harry, who seems familiar to me, but I don't know why. Jeroen, Uber driver, played 3 games. Nice to see you back, Uber. Asterbait got himself a win earlier in the tournament. Was that a forfeit or a real win? You got an actual win. Nice job. Asterbait, you resigned too easily. You resigned much too easily. You should fight it out and not give away those games. Alright, guys. I'll be back on Thursday. Thanks for supporting the stream. Empor donated $5. Yeah, thank you. Harry Empor, of great importance. $5 bringing us up to $4.30. Thank you so much for the donation, guys. We're almost a quarter of the way. We're almost a quarter of the way to our goal. All right, so World Senior Team Championship in April, going to Albania with your support. Thanks everyone for the support. We're going to be back on Thursday with an analysis stream. I'll see you guys all there. Thanks for playing. Bye bye.